Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2017 general readings. And thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers. Thank you for your consistent feedback and support and for taking the time to write all your wonderful feedback and comments for those of you who do. Thank you as well to those of you who continue to keep me so busy with personal one-on-one readings. Always a pleasure and an honor, and always grateful for the trust you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And thanks to my regular clients as well for giving me such consistent feedback and how those readings continue to play out in your lives. And if any of you are interested in a personal one on one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, which will give you a little more information in detail and my email address, which is Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you if you feel like sending me an email. I offer a variety of different types of readings, general personal readings, anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour and a half. Love compatibility, career work and finance, year overviews, as well as 3 and 6 month contractuals, uh, monthly readings. Where you get them delivered to your email at the first of every month. So, a variety of types of readings recorded and live via phone or Skype. And typical turnaround time for those personal readings is anywhere from a couple of days, upwards of 2 weeks. But since I do readings full time, I can usually get back with you pretty quickly and almost always set up a reading within a 2 week period of time. So if you're interested, email me and we'll go from there. So moving into this is a general reading, and there's lots of you watching. So of course, it's not going to mean the same thing to the same degree. So make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. They may play out a little more predictably for you this month. And they just may give you additional bits of insight and clarity onto what's going on in your lives at the current time. I am using the Gilded Tarot by artist Ciro Marchetti, pulling 8 cards, 2 for each week. Time being somewhat fluid, of course, with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck representing overall energy and advice. So let's get into this. This reading is for Taurus, the earth sign of Taurus, Taurus the bull, from March 2017. Taurus, March 2017. What does the month of March 2017 have in store for the earth sign of Taurus? Taurus the bull. Lovely, grounded, earthy, sometimes stubborn Taurus. Okay, Taurus. We begin with the Knight of Pentacles. We begin with Earth energy, followed by the King of Wands. It's like an opportunity right off the bat. We have the Eight of Swords, followed by the Magician. The Eight of Cups, accompanied by the Seven of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Two of Wands. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy is the Empress. I'm already getting that for a lot of you. This is not all of you, but for a lot of you, um, Earth and job, work, career, finances are something very project oriented. Some of you, of course, you can apply the same energy to the relationship sector of your life. You'll know if this reading resonates for you or not. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's in that tangible arena of job, work, finances, property, some kind of tangible issues. So Taurus, we begin March 2017, although I'm recording these at the end of February. We begin with an offer and opportunity, it looks like, with the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the King of Wands. So the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, which is the element that governs the suit of Pentacles. So it is a very tangible energy. And it usually manifests itself in tangible worlds relating to the physical material world we live in, things like money, finances, job, resources, property, etc. That you can apply that same tangible energy to spirituality and love and relationships as well. Knights are the bringers of the tarot. They are the deliverers. They bring results. They bring offers and opportunities. And they also represent the speed at which situations might move. So in terms of the speed of which the situation might move, it's not the fastest. Actually, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest of all 4 of the knights because he's motivated by Earth. But this is steady, consistent, see it through from beginning to end energy. As an offer or opportunity, this is a tangible one. It is, again, I feel like for a lot of you, this could be a new job offer coming in, a new job opportunity coming in, a new career path opportunity, the start or opportunity to begin a new project or even an entrepreneurial venture of some kind. There's an offer and opportunity coming in for you, tangible in nature. And I feel like it appears to have a lot of potential to benefit you down the road too in terms of the long term your long term goals. Now the Knight of Pentacles, and it looks fairly prosperous as well. It looks like it has the potential to play out into something quite nice in a very tangible or material financial sense. Now it's paired with the King of Wands. So here we have fire energy, which is the element that governs the suit of wands. So it's a fiery suit. It's dynamic, action oriented. Uh, it 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 often represents things like career, artistic, or creative endeavors because it's very creative, manifesting, building energy, change, movement, action power. It's a very fluid and dynamic suit. Kings and queens represent individuals who've reached the mastery of their suit. So they've grown up and evolved beyond that young, immature page energy and that spontaneous, impulsive knight energy and reached their kinghood and queenship. So more mature, evolved, reflective individuals. Still pretty fast moving, this King of Wands, because he's governed by fire. This would represent a fire sign person, sun, moon, or rising. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Somebody very dynamic, very charismatic, probably quite easy on the eyes. Somebody who's a very good leader, good at getting the job done, good at inspiring and delegating other people as well. Um, Very efficient, good problem solver, not one to rest on their laurels very long. These are action oriented individuals, not one to sit and mope over things. They want to figure out the solution and immediately get on it, or problem solve and immediately choose another path if that's what's called for. I often get a very Aries feel off of this card, but again, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, since there's so many of you watching, this is going to split off into a variety of different ways. This could represent the person who is making this offer. It could be somebody that you're partnering with in this, potentially in this new offer or opportunity or situation. It could be somebody who is, if for those of you who are starting an entrepreneurial business, this could be somebody who's bringing very tangible resources in terms of investment, time, skill set, perhaps. I feel like they're being very energetic, very dynamic, and I feel like they want you to make a decision on this fairly quickly. And I feel like it's actually divine timing and orchestration. I feel like this is providentially put in front of you because I feel, Taurus, like you've been kind of perhaps in a rut that you've been maybe either some of you have been comfortable with or not so comfortable with, but kind of feeling stuck and trapped. And I feel like this offer or opportunity is almost divinely inspired because presents you with an opportunity, whether you choose it or not. It presents you with the opportunity to get out of some place you've been in where you haven't been all that happy or content or perhaps just bored, feeling like you don't have as much control or say as you want to. Because next we transition into the energy of the Eight of Swords, followed by the Magician. So the Eight of Swords, air energy here. That's the element that governs the suit of swords. It's very mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. It's all about what goes on up in here, our ideas and words, how we communicate them, belief systems, perspectives, how we look at things, how we think about things, and how do we communicate them. So the Eight of Swords is a card about feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling held hostage, feeling unhappy, feeling like you don't have control, you don't have say. This could be, again, in job and workplace environment, a job that you're unhappy with, or that you feel like you're not getting paid what you deserve, or that you just don't have control over what you want to, perhaps even creative or artistic license as well. But the energy of the Eight of Swords is somewhat illusionary, meaning that what's actually keeping this woman trapped here is her own ideas, her way of thinking, her belief that she's trapped is actually what's keeping her there because She could remove this blindfold herself. These chains that are wrapped around her wrists aren't connected to anything or anyone. She could easily twist her wrist, they would fall off. She could take the blindfold off herself, stand up on her own 2 feet, and realize that the gaps between these swords are plenty wide enough. She could just walk through and away from them herself. She's not really trapped or held hostage. She really does have control over the situation, including and up to control to just leave it behind, to just walk away and leave it behind. The only thing that's keeping her there is the idea that she's trapped, but she's really not. Now, this message is underscored, Taurus, by the fact that the Eight of Swords is accompanied by the Magician, major arcana card, very powerful. This is a much louder echo of that Eight of Swords energy. The Magician is a card that says you have everything that you need to build, manifest, create whatever you want, because the Magician does. He's a magician. He's very good at creating whatever he wants to for his audience because of all the time he's put into it. He's practiced a lot. He's learned a lot. Uh, a long road of practice and experience and knowledge and wisdom and learning from other people, so that he's finally reached a point where he needs very little, if anything, from anyone else. He already has all the tools and knowledge, the experience to create and build and manifest whatever he wants to, independent by himself. It's a question of having the magician card represents being at a place where uh, the energy is using your own will and determination in an external way to create something in an external fashion. So you have an idea, you have a dream, you have something you want to do. The magician is about taking your determination, your skills, everything that you've learned all the way up until now, and taking what's in here and actually in an external practical way begin to manifest it into reality and build and create it. And you have the ability to do that, and you have everything that you need in order to do that with very little, without asking for anything, or very little from anybody else. So you're not trapped, you're not held hostage. And I feel like whatever this offer or opportunity is coming in for you, Taurus, it helps you kind of see that, or it provides you with just the momentum or the push or the resources, whatever they are, to get yourself out of this trapped, helpless place, and make you feel, or make you realize that you are powerful, that you need very little, if any, help from anybody else, and that you can move out of this situation or this place that you're in, that you're unhappy with, and begin to create and manifest the kind of future that you really want. We next move into the energy of the Eight of Cups, followed by the Seven of Pentacles. So the Eight of Cups. Here we have water energy, which is the element that governs the Suit of Cups. It's a watery mercurial energy. It's all about feelings, emotions, our emotional landscape, relationships, love, how we relate to people. The Eight of Cups is a card of reaching a point where you are disappointed, disillusioned, something has turned out to be different than what you thought it was in the beginning, or it's run its course and it's really not. You've realized you've come to a place, you've realized you're not feeling fulfilled. This isn't bringing you joy. It's not what you want. So you've made up your mind decisively and assertively to turn your back and walk away and leave it behind, which is what this man has done. These Eight Cups on the ground behind him represent that he has tasted and drunk from most, if not all, of these cups. And at the end of the day, he's found them wanting. It's not what he wants. So he's made up his mind to leave them behind very decisively. His back is already turned to us. He's dressed for travel. He's ready to go. He may not be entirely clear on where he's going, but he knows one thing for certain, and that is he's walking away from that which has not turned out to be what he wanted it to be, this situation that you've been in. Now, the Eight of Cups is followed by the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of reflection and assessment over what you've built so far, what you've invested in the path that you've been on so far. That's what this woman is doing. It's harvest time on this card. She has planted the seeds, grown the trees, the fruit has ripened, and it's now ready to be picked. She's ready to pick it, but she hasn't begun yet, because right now she's looking at it and she's evaluating, reflecting, assessing. Is what has grown what I expected? Am I getting back more than I anticipated on getting? Did I get back at least when I invested in it? Is it worth picking and then leaving? Should I pick it and grow the same crop next season, or should I do something completely different? It's a card of taking a look at everything you've invested in, the path that you've been walking on, or perhaps this offer or opportunity that's in front of you as well, and wondering, Should I leave this behind? Should I leave this situation that I've been in behind? Relationship, job, career path, project. Should I leave it behind because I'm not getting out of it what I wanted to? I'm not getting out of it what I thought I was going to when I invested everything of myself into it. Should I stay with this? Evaluating this offer or opportunity. Is this a good opportunity? Is this going to play out for me if I invest myself in this? Is this going to play out for me? Is this going to get me out of this situation where I've been feeling so trapped and unhappy? So there's some reflection time here, right around the third week or so, time being somewhat fluid. Now, at or towards the end of March 2017, we have the energy of the Eight of Pentacles, the worker bee card, followed by the Two of Wands, long-term thinking and planning, which is really what it comes down to. It does look like you have a great opportunity, and Spirit looks like for most of you it's supporting a new beginning of some kind. Eight of Pentacles. So job, career, work, finances, property, real estate, assets, etc. It's something in your tangible world for most of you. Some of you, I think a small portion of you, this could be relationship or spiritual energy, but for the majority of you, I feel like it's much more tangible and material than that. The Eight of Pentacles is a card I refer to as the worker bee card because it does represent work, hard, steady, persistent, dedicated, attention to detail, persevering, work, perhaps getting up earlier, staying up late, working overtime, working a lot because you have a dream, you have a goal, you have a vision, which this man has done. And he is successfully, he's up to the eight already. He's successfully already built a pretty good, solid, stable material financial foundation for himself because of his dedication to it. Maybe staying later than other people, investing a lot of himself into it because he's working for something. And it's paired with the Two of Wands, which is a card about being at a crossroads and needing to make a decision, which is where I think this offer or opportunity that comes in end of February, beginning of March, what this represents for you, Taurus. All this reflection about the path you've been on. Are you really happy with it? Feeling trapped, maybe unhappy, reflecting on it. Should I stay with where I'm at? Should I invest in this new opportunity? Is this going to be good for me down the road with everything that I've already been working on? The key to choosing the right path for this man and the Two of Wands is about long-term thinking and planning. So it's not about what looks really good and benefits you necessarily right now. It's about looking ahead. What's your big picture? What's the big goal? And once you have that fixed solidly in your mind, it usually clarifies the path that you need to take to get there. So it's about figuring out what you want ultimately. And I feel like the path will be clarified once what you really want long term is clear in your mind. It does look like there is a lot of divine support for new beginnings. And it looks like now is the time to do that. Perhaps spending March reflecting, moving into April, I feel like the time is right to actually start something new because your crowning card from the bottom of the deck is the Empress. Major Arcana card, which represents that the time is right. It's fertile. The energy of the Empress, she's kind of the traditional Earth Mother of the tarot. It's about fertility, rebirth, pregnancy, about nurturing and feeding and sustaining things in the infancy stage. It's not so much a card of completion, but it's a card of beginnings. It's a card that says the time is right, the season is right, the soil is just perfect to plant those seeds so that we can begin the process of nurturing and growing to its full manifestation, the full potential that it carries. So it's about the time being right to begin something new. The Empress is usually the green light for the start of new projects, new relationships, anything new, new paths. It's also very much a nurturing, loving, sensual card. It can be a card of spending more time in nature, which is always I find a very clarifying thing to do, spending time in nature and parks, trees, going, for if you live by a canyon. Also, for those of you who need to make a decision, reflection time is I find that time spent in reflection in natural environments is more successful and productive if you can. But it looks like the time is right to begin a new chapter, start something new for you, Taurus. For the majority of you, however the specifics play out, that's the fundamental energy. It looks like that is supported. And it looks like you have everything you need in order to begin this new path. but keep an eye on your long-term goal because that's the key to choosing the right path or making the right decision in this offer opportunity. Because not everybody's going to say, yes, I'm going to take this. Some may, after reflection and assessment, decide that the path you're on is the way to stay. I think for a lot of you, it is about new beginnings, putting yourself in a position where you feel much more free and more in control of your life and your own destiny. So, Taurus, that pretty much wraps up March 2017. I hope you have enjoyed it and that you have found it useful and clarifying in some way. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one on one reading with me, you can click on that little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage. And you can also email me directly at Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. I would be very happy to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the March 2017 mid month readings. My hair is insane today. And until then, as always, Taurus, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.